Hello and welcome to episode 73 of Thinking Outside the Pod.
73, one more than 72.
I am Jimmy. I am joined by
Fish.
And Patrick. What's up, guys?
Patrick. For all the people listening at home on the podcast, we also are live streaming this. So you're a little late now, but in the future, every Sunday around 3-ish, we start. Yeah, around this time. We start live streaming, so you can catch the episode a day earlier if you jump on our Meerkat and follow us on Twitter and everything. So definitely need to do that. But yeah, episode 73. The big kind of thing happening right now. I guess yesterday was the last day if you're listening to this on Monday. Comic-Con.
Yeah, Comic-Con's going on this week.
Comic-Con's going on. We talked about it last week that it was starting, and now it's ending. And as always, you get the crappy cell phone footage of the leaked trailers. So that's what we want to kind of talk about. Starting now, I guess the biggest one. Well, I don't know. It depends on what you like more. But Suicide Squad. We got the first trailer of Suicide Squad, and it. I don't know. I think it looks good. I mean, I
think it looks pretty cool too.
It's gonna be definitely, I guess,
better than Ben Affleck as Batman.
Oh no, we'll talk about that trailer in a second. I think that trailer looked good as well. I think so far all the trailers looked good. Suicide Squad has like some big names in it. I mean, it's got Will Smith. It's got Margot Robbie. She was in Wolf of Wall Street. That's like the only place I know her from. And then Jared Leto as the Joker, and then has some other people that I don't know, but fills out the whole Suicide Squad. I think there's like 6 or 7 of them.
Maybe. I'm not too sure.
Killer Croc and all that.
Is that who that guy was?
Yeah, the guy in the hood that looked all like reptile-y, scaly.
Like you banged the topographical map of Utah?
No, that's a different trailer.
Oh.
We're on Suicide Squad.
Oh, yeah.
But it's the first footage we saw of Joker, Jared Leto's Joker. So I don't know. It looks weird, but I guess it'll be all right.
It's still too pasty. It's it's weird. I mean, it's some of the some different versions of Joker were always kind of pasty. It looks weird in real life. Mm-hmm. And like comic book or cartoon, it looks fine. Is you still make it kind of dark, but it's like where he's just like pure white. It looks kind of weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I mean, and the tattoos and the weird like. What are those things called? Grills? Like he has like silver teeth. But I mean, it's the first footage of him.
Yeah, but anybody who grew up in the hood had like those silver caps on. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, but
it doesn't have to be a grill.
The Joker never grew up in the hood. He was like a business.
Well, we don't. All right. Maybe.
He was
maybe he just had hood tendencies.
Wasn't he? Well, yeah. I mean, it's a different, younger. It's the hipster.
He was like
Joker.
A mobster, I guess, back in the older
mobster,
ones.
And then he fell into acid or something, or fell into toxic waste. I don't remember.
Well, maybe he's like a hood mobster now because he's like modernized.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's the Joker for the new generation, the hipsters. So they.
I think they should have brought back Jack Nicholson. Yeah,
that'd be funny.
Made him the Joker again.
the Joker for the new generation is actually
who the hell is this guy?
The old generations of Batman.
Yeah,
not Batman. Joker.
Oh man, that'd be funny. Well, I don't know.
It did look really cool the trailer.
Yeah, so I'm excited for it. So I'm gonna watch it. Definitely. I mean, I'm not gonna not watch a superhero movie.
You guys. One person here now. Is
that
us?
It might be us. Yeah, on the other one. But yeah, so Suicide Squad. First thing of that, you can watch it online. I'll see if I can put out a link on the description, but I don't know if it's gonna. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna stay up for much longer because it is a leaked trailer.
Yeah, it's on those cell phone videos.
Yeah, like the ones that are like shot from like the person's like leg, so the people can't tell that they're filming. Other one like that, Deadpool. First full trailer of Deadpool. We had some like leaked footage.
That one looked
a while
cool
ago.
Too.
They're definitely going the Deadpool how he's been in like games and comic books, like the real funny. He breaks the fourth wall all the time. So I don't know. But Ryan Reynolds, I mean, he was he even made like in the trailer, he made like a dig at himself for the Green Lantern thing, where he's like, make sure my suit isn't green or animated.
Wait, so they're doing Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool?
Yeah, he's Deadpool.
Yeah, it's not bad. Like I told you, man, the suit, it's cool, but once you like see him, he comes across as the guy from Waiting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and well, of the two superheroes that he's done, Green Lantern and Deadpool, he's more of a Deadpool character than Green Lantern, because he's always played that sarcastic, kind of funny guy. And I never thought Green Lantern as that, but he played it like that. So that's probably one of the reasons that movie didn't do well.
Yeah, you know what? Now that I think about it, that might be a reason. Because you think Green Lantern, you think of like kind of like a Captain America type dude. You know,
like he's real serious. That's
not Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, all I got. And then he played he pretty much not Ryan
Anybody
Reynolds.
else?
So that's how he played it, which didn't. I didn't like that movie. It was sad because Green Lantern is one of my favorites.
I know. I thought it was going to be. I didn't think it was bad, but I guess it could have been better.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, like, speaking of Green Lantern, they also announced a Green Lantern Corps movie.
Yeah, they're going to make a new Green Lantern movie.
It's
going to be
it's
going to be multiple Green Lanterns. Which is good.
There are more than one.
Yeah, it's a whole.
Those of you who don't know
comics,
I don't know much.
They showed it kind of in the Ryan Reynolds movie. Yeah. They had the other people on the planet that were all the Green Lanterns from across the universe.
Mm-hmm. Apparently, there's all sorts of different colors.
yeah. There's from
what I understood, there was the green and the yellow. And now I've seen different ones like red and blue.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I can get where it's coming from, but I think because I think what's the yellow, like the fear, right?
Yeah, yellow is fear,
and then the green is like let me look them up real quick.
I don't remember. I want to say justice, but that's not right. It's probably like order or
honor or something weird. Yeah, like that.
One of those kind of things. Because there's a post online about all the different colored rings there are, and red I think was anger.
Red is rage.
Yeah, rage.
Red is rage. Orange is greed, fear is yellow, willpower is green.
Willpower. Okay.
Hope is blue, compassion indigo, and love is violet.
Yeah. Okay. Willpower. That makes sense. It's green because you can make your will.
The absence of color is death, and the combinations of colors is life.
So they're gonna do that.
That's a whole lot of fucking colors.
Yeah. Well, they're gonna do
a lot of colors.
Yeah. They needed to make books. So
the emotional spectrum of the Green Lantern.
It's slightly green, blue.
Every time the writers were in a rut, they were just like, "Let's throw another color."
What about indigo? What about indigo? What do y'all think?
Yeah, they're like,
pink,
"All right,
pink, let's go."
Pink, right. We'll make it. Yeah.
And then they got another 15 books out of it. So that's what they do. Because they're paid by the book, I assume. I don't know.
I think it's by page usually.
Yeah, I remember it
varies. I think.
I think early authors were paid by the word, so that's why a lot of those older books are kind of just crazy chocked full of words because they got paid per word on some of them. Oh, hello, watchers. What are they? Who are they? Weird words?
No.
Awesome words?
Here, I'll let you do it. Okay. Say hi, Jimmy.
John and Frank. You couldn't read John and
Frank.
What? Daily Bob. Hello, Daily Bob. Spelled with 2 B's or 3 B's. That's cool. Thank you. You also restreamed this. Not sure what that means, but I thank you for it. We're talking. Yeah, we're talking about leaked trailers from Comic-Con. So, if you have anything to say about that, type it in. We'll
let us know if you checked them out and what you think.
And I guess the last one. Well, they released a lot of trailers, but of the superhero movies, the Comic-Con trailer, the new Superman versus Batman.
Yeah.
That
was actually an official trailer.
Yeah.
That wasn't a leaked trailer.
Yeah, so actually a good quality image of that one. What did y'all think about that one?
I'm still not quite sure what the hell the movie is about. I mean, obviously, Batman fighting Superman and stuff. They got Wonder Woman's there for some reason, and they have Lex Luthor there for some reason. It's like, wait, what the hell?
Yeah.
It's like, what's going on in this movie?
Well, it kind of looks like I kind of got that. They're kind of trying to see that Lex Luthor's trying to put these guys against each other is what I got from it because he doesn't I guess with Superman, right? But I guess he's trying to use Batman to destroy Superman.
Yeah,
in some grand scheme of things. But he's usually the villain for the Justice League as well, though, right?
Sometimes.
I think so. I know for sure he's one of the main villains for Superman. But
because when I got
but
at
think,
the end of it, I started figuring that that's kind of like he was trying to manipulate Batman into taking out Superman. But if they're going to do the Justice League, I can see this as like a mastermind scheme that would lead to something bigger than,
Well, maybe. I mean, I'd have to assume that they're, probably going to do Justice League soon. I mean, especially if they're they're going to have Wonder Woman there.
Yeah, and
yeah, she looked hard, dude.
They got to do Aquaman.
Yeah, Aquaman.
Jimmy brought that up with that water scene.
Yeah, he could be in it. I mean, he was cast in it, so he's in the cast list.
Yeah.
Jason Momoa, the guy that was in Game of Thrones and Conan the Barbarian.
Because really, after that, all they have is Martian Manhunter, and then that's really all that's left of Justice League, I think. Because Green Lantern they kind of already have.
Yeah, Flash. I
guess Flash. I mean, but they have a TV series for Flash.
Yeah.
I don't know if they need to really do a movie.
I mean, at the very most, it may be a cameo. Not in this movie, maybe the next one. I don't know, but it depends on. I assume there's different iterations of the Justice League, just as there were iterations of like
the Avengers.
The Avengers.
Yeah.
So the one that I'm familiar with is the Justice League animated show, and that's the one that had Martian Manhunter, Flash, Aquaman. Was Hawk Girl, and he was in Justice Friends or Hot
Girl. He was in Justice Friends.
Hot guy. I don't know.
Whoa, Jimmy. Whoa. I don't know what you're looking up late at night.
I can't quite remember her name.
Hot Girl.
Hot Girl.
Right? Hawk Girl.
Hawk Girl.
Was that in?
I think so. Something
Justice
like that.
Friends, because there was Justice Friends. That was old.
That was
it was Hawkman.
60s.
Hawkman.
Yeah, Hawkman. He had the mace with like the bird kind of mask on the wings.
I think in the old one, in Justice Friends and Justice League,
it was girl.
I'm not sure if it's girl or Hawk Woman, or I don't remember what it is, but it was a female. I think of the same version of the earlier character.
So they have that person
along the General Hawk lines.
Yeah, there's a Hawk hybrid person, whatever, Hawk person.
Yeah, well, because I mean, like in the cartoon, though, I mean, it wasn't just you had your main group of Justice League, but there was like all sorts of like little squads of Justice League.
You know what we should do?
Heroes.
We should write a letter to Hanna-Barbera and start making those into movies, like the Herculoids and freaking He-Man.
Well,
they did He-Man, right?
Yeah. Did He-Man?
I think there needs to be a Herculoids movie.
Well, I don't think Hanna-Barbera is technically still around. I think it's owned by Time Warner.
I'm sure
Cartoon
it's
Network.
We got to get a hold of these guys.
The company.
Well, was Gem and the Holograms Hanna-Barbera? Because they're making that movie, and
they said it's horrible.
I saw the trailer. The trailer came out for it, but the thing is, I never really watched the show, so I don't really know what the show is about. Did they fight crime?
Oh, I don't know.
What was their deal?
I don't know. I remember seeing the animated cartoon, but I never watched it.
Yeah, the
kind of like She-Ra. I saw the cartoon commercials, never watched it.
The movie, I assume they fight crime. I don't know if they fought crime, but in the movie, it was just pretty much like a drama. They this person started a band and she got famous, and now she's dealing with the fame. Like I wouldn't think that was what the cartoon was like. Right?
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
That seems just like a cliche,
like a bad cartoon.
Yeah, like a bad movie. Like that would be a terrible cartoon. That's like, oh no,
dealing with the fame.
You have to deal with the fame.
Again.
It's like, oh, all the kids on Saturday morning huddle up to watch
Jem deal with her stress.
A coming of age movie about a girl band.
Female band.
I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? I'm not a kid anymore, so
I think a Herculoids movie is long overdue.
That's the thing with the rhino that shot pellets out of his horn and like the blobs. I wouldn't put it. I wouldn't say it's never going to happen.
Would you guys watch it? A Herculoids movie?
I don't know.
I would probably watch it just because I watch everything, but
I would definitely watch it.
I don't think I'd want it. I mean, it's fine as a cartoon. But I wouldn't put it. I can't even think of the phrase. Hollywood's gonna do it.
We should find a better director and producer and give them the GoBot franchise, and that way the Transformers will have rivals.
Oh no, because that means they'll make more Transformer movies.
Oh no, yeah,
you need to stop that.
You're right. I'm trying to bring up their Transformer movies, but they start going more. They're just gonna get worse. Probably.
Yeah, the first one was okay. I think
the first one.
The second one wasn't good.
Crap.
There was parts of the third one that I liked. I think the third one had Leonard Nimoy in it, so I like that. But the fourth one,
really,
the fourth one they killed off T.J. Miller, the really funny comedian, right off the beginning. So I was like, oh, that sucks. But so no more Transformers movies. But I think it's happening. I think they're making another one with Mark Wahlberg again.
No, I hope not. Just stop.
I know.
We're gonna make Mark Wahlberg a Transformer.
Oh. He's like, yes, that's why he was good in all those movies.
He's gonna turn into a Power Wheel car and drive off.
Oh, I hope not. But yeah. So Superman versus Batman. I think it's gonna look good. It showed like a lot of things. It showed like kryptonite, and
Kryptonite.
it showed like the Batman versus Superman fighting.
Because it just happens to be like a shitload of kryptonite on planet Earth, right?
Yeah,
You kind of look like he just found it, you know?
Yeah. Well, that's what they in the Batman Returns or Superman Returns movie. They found it in just like a meteorite. So they went to like this natural history museum with like these goggles, and then like the goggles showed like which ones are the rocks.
Magically in all of the universe, that one meteorite just happened to hit Earth.
The one bad thing that would stop this one thing. Well, yeah, that's pretty much
there.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it works. But yeah, so those things. Any other trailers that we were going to talk about? I can't remember.
Except the Ant-Man one from Marvel, but that was about it. I think we talked about all of these.
New Ant-Man trailer that was released, not from Comic-Con, maybe just to coincide with Comic-Con. But yeah, new Ant-Man showed some new scenes, like he's on like a record player, like holding onto the grooves while it's spinning. I think it's going to be good. I like Paul Rudd. And
I'm not sure he can pull off the superhero. I'm very interested to see what's going to happen.
It's definitely not going to be a serious superhero. He's known for his comedy, and it's really not a serious character, I don't think, because his power is that he can get small.
Well, like the one was the Pym guy was the one that was originally the creator and wearer of the suit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's in this movie, it's Michael Douglas, played by Michael Douglas,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess somewhere down some of the stories that I'm probably missed out on that, man. It was stolen by this other guy who's using it now.
Yeah.
But I remember the other guy being Ant-Man. You know, they were always really cool comics.
Yeah, and I think that's what they're going to do. Like, I think the Paul Rudd's character is going to steal the suit. Like, he's a thief. Like, he's a con man thief character at the beginning, and then he's going to steal the suit, and then the other guy's going to be like, oh, you can be Ant-Man now because you're younger and you have the skills or whatever. I think that's pretty much what it's going to be.
Remarks.
Yeah, and he has a snarky, witty.
And you were
sarcasm.
in Mallrats?
Paul Rudd.
He wasn't in Mallrats.
Ben Affleck was in Mallrats.
Oh. Who's the other guy that's in Mallrats that looks like that I'm thinking of?
Jason Lee.
There you go, Jason Lee. I always get him mixed up with the other guys.
Kinda. I don't know.
I just interchange him and Ryan Reynolds in all these movies in my mind.
Yep. Perfect.
I replace any Ben Affleck movie with one of them.
Paul Rudd as
Batman. Paul Rudd playing Paul Rudd as Batman.
But yeah. So a lot of cool movies coming out. DC's going hard at it with all their stuff.
Yeah,
the
man.
Suicide Squad.
They really look
Batman.
good though. They look like they've paid attention to some of the movies that have been put out, and they look like they put some money into it, and it looks like it's going to pay off for them.
Well, I mean, Marvel's been pretty much the name in superhero movies for like the last 5 years or so.
DC's got to come up. They got to become freaking Marvel's GoBots, you know?
No. But yeah, so I'm excited.
See, that's not good though. GoBots don't sell.
Yeah.
All right, so they just
of course
pretend,
they sold it like the dollar stores though. So you could get like
competition and then like never.
You could get 6 to 12 GoBots for the price of 2 Transformers. So you'd have like a little army.
Yeah. For one, you have one Optimus Prime, and then you have like 20 GoBots.
Of the same one. You know what I mean?
But I think that's pretty much all the trailers. The other thing that real quick I wanted to say this in the beginning. I don't know.
I know.
I skipped it right in the
immediately.
beginning.
You skipped it. I was like, all right.
But the
robots.
Japan
Giant robots we were talking about last week.
Yeah, Japan accepted the challenge, so that's good. So we're gonna see a robot fight.
So
at
probably
some point.
within a year or whatever. They didn't give an exact time of when they're going to do it, but eventually it will happen.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see that. And the Japan made a video of their robot saying like,
I gotta find the English version. I haven't heard that one yet.
Yeah, I didn't even know there
was.
Was
It's still
in
Japanese. It just has subtitles.
I need to find the subtitle version.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
it's like there's no English version.
They showed the Japanese guy saying like, that's so American, like their robot is so American.
Make a big giant tank and put guns on it.
Yeah,
that's pretty much what ours is.
Yeah,
I mean, to be honest.
But the guy in the video said something really good, that he wants it to be a melee thing.
Combat.
I think like actual punching and like actual fighting from robots.
But the unfortunate though is it's not going to be cool like like an anime and stuff where they're like sitting there flying. It's just going to be like really slow and
yeah, real slow, but maybe not. Maybe.
Who knows?
Who do you guys got in the America versus Japanese robot battle?
I'm American, so I'm going America.
Yeah,
There's,
sure.
I don't know. I haven't really, I'm kind of curious in a year what'll happen. Like, I don't know enough about each robot to say,
Yeah, I would never say.
Whatever one's more maneuverable, I think would win.
The Japanese one's got like that quad base with like those 4 legs with the wheels on the bottom of them.
I mean, if you make like a freaking
So it looks,
tank or
looks
whatever.
a lot more maneuverable than the track, the 2 tracks that the one that we've
ours
got.
is like a tank.
Yeah, whatever one can move quicker.
Yeah,
I think will win.
That's the thing, like with the robots, like the BattleBots thing. That's always the person that can move around the most.
Sure.
Like they can have the most powerful weapon, like huge, like
you
hammer.
Can't hit them.
Yeah, but if you can't hit them, what's the point of a big giant axe?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that I agree with that, but I don't think I'd ever vote against America. I'd be like a terrorist.
What?
I'm sorry.
Whoa.
Japanese are our allies,
No, nope. No one is our allies. They're enemies we tolerate.
So
we're America.
Bombed them and then made them weird.
Oh no! Yep. So
no,
this.
I love Japanese
No,
culture.
he doesn't. Everybody, these 2 guys right here.
I love America. That's the.
We talk about. I talk about anime like all the damn time. I love their stuff is crazy ass.
It's like their TV shows are weird and stuff. So
the commercials, I love the commercials.
They have some. There's 2 different sides to Japanese commercials. You get the crazy, like our Old Spice,
and then
commercials.
The naked ones.
Spaceman Jones. You ever seen those? There's Boss Coffee. It's Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. Like you always get like the American superstars that go over there and do like make some money doing commercials.
A lot of
them.
I know. I seen one with Arnold Schwarzenegger selling like bottled carbonated water or something.
Yeah, like Bruce Willis.
I saw like lights and like shit flashing behind him.
Yeah, if you ever look those up, there's a lot of them, and they are there's.
I bet you Nicolas Cage has done some. I'm gonna look for Nick Cage.
Oh, there's probably.
I'm sure. But
yeah, Tommy Lee Jones ones, those were pretty good because he was an alien and stuff like that, and it's like it was just like all sorts of weird real life situations, and somehow they ended up with just like him drinking coffee. You know, it's just like what?
Well, like that TV show Entourage, they did like where like he was hurting for money, and they like this Japanese company offered him like $1 million or a lot of money, $1 million, whatever, to go do an energy drink commercial in Japan, and it was just ridiculous.
You want to see this one?
Oh, we got a Nicolas Cage one. So you're listening.
All right, this one's not as weird as I'd hope it to be.
Well, it is. I mean, anything Nicolas Cage is weird. He's playing a piano. What is it?
Robe.
What is it about? Like coffee or something?
All right. So, you're twins.
No, we're triplets.
Oh, that's an American commercial. I don't think that's Japanese.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, huh?
Oh, maybe it was. Okay, I don't know. I've seen that one before.
So they were just parroting like America, like American commercials, like just ridiculous. But
yeah, with I guess this is the one we just saw.
Yeah, so it's always weird. You never know what they're advertising until like the very end. But that's I think a lot of Japan commercials.
Well, that's just their culture. I mean, as I saw, what was it, Fine Brothers or whatever, the guys who do like the People React or whatever.
Yeah,
they did one where they showed American Japanese. Commercials, and then they actually had like Japanese YouTubers talking about it, and they're like,
"That's just how we."
This is just how it is.
Yeah.
It's not weird to us. That's just how our ads are done. Like we think your guys' ads are weird.
Yeah,
it's our weird.
Yeah, it's they were saying it's not about the product; it's about the feelings you have during the commercial or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, and they're right. I mean, ours is more, like you look at our car commercials and stuff, and they're like all the same damn thing. And what's funny is I remember back when I was in Houston, I was watching one of my coworkers. He was going through some old demo reel footage from like back in like the 90s and stuff like that, and I saw a car commercial on it, and I'm like, it looks this exact same as today's car commercials. Like they have not changed in like 20 years. And here it's like they are exactly the same.
There's a person driving really fast down the road and he's smiling. Oh,
and then
now
there's some fancy graphics and it says "Buy Ford" or something like that. You know, like they're exactly the same. They have not changed.
Now
in
it's on a
20 years.
mountain. Okay, I agree. Yeah,
And it's interesting. You're like, wow, you know, it's.
Well, I mean, once they found a formula that works, I mean, why
go
change
with it? Yeah.
And
Don't fix it if it's not broken.
There's another like Thailand or some other place that makes like these real emotional commercials that are like short films. They're like 10 minutes long.
Whoa!
It's about like, and it goes to like this whole like life story of a person like he was a kid and he's trying to steal medicine, and the owner was all like, just let him have the medicine. And then, like, it fast forwards, like, 50 years, and now the owner's sick. Like, the shop owner was sick, and his daughter's all sad. And then, like, turns out the doctor was the kid that was stealing the medicine. So, like, he, like, paid for the whole treatment and everything. So, it's, like, this huge epic story just to sell, like, insurance or something like that. There's a bunch of those.
Well, it's
like,
just trying to, I guess, you know, hit different emotional strings.
Yeah,
you know?
no, there's a bunch of those. Like, if you look up, like, emotional... I think
Chinese.
I think it's Thailand or some country like that. They're like known for it, but because they have several of them. If you just search that,
Is this one it? Was a thief?
Yeah, So they steal it. Like, yeah, you won't understand it. Yeah, I think it's Thailand or. Oh yeah, we're here in the.
I was like, what the hell? I was like, what?
In the live stream.
Why are we hearing us?
But
it looks kind of cool.
But yeah, if you look it up, so giving Thai commercial, true move. I'm not sure. I think it's insurance.
It again.
But
sweetie, veggie soup.
So yeah, so the shop owner like shows compassion for the thief that's stealing medicine for
it's
his,
like a 3-minute
his
commercial,
family.
man.
A 3-minute commercial.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And then
that's like the only commercial on that break.
So the guy gives him the stuff, and then we fast forward, and there's
so now
girl.
the shop owner's daughter is all sad because the dad's sick, and then she is worried about how she's going to pay for the medical treatment, and then she receives a bill, and it's like paid in full, and then it turns out the little kid was the person who paid for it, like in the past or whatever. That kid. It's you need to watch it. I can't describe it.
Giving is the best communication at the end here. They show pictures of the doctors helping people around the world, it looks like.
Yeah. So
let's see.
That's like other commercials.
True
like,
move. I don't know what the hell this is, but
I think it's
Europe has some pretty funny.
But a 3-minute commercial that make you cry your heart out, and then you want to just go out and like donate to these people right away. That's freaking pretty good.
It's not. They're not donation. It's just a product. Like it could. Like that could have been for anything. They're that weird. Like they show this whole sweeping thing, and then it turns out it's a commercial for iced tea or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's always
ridiculous.
like really random. You're like, what the hell?
Yeah, you never know what it is. But
You get Nick Cage at the end.
But
snorting sweet and low.
You get the emotional experience of like happiness and heartwarming, and then you associate it with that product. So I guess it makes sense. I don't know. It's kind of a roundabout way of doing it. But if it works.
Well, it's like one of my favorite commercials. I don't remember. It's some European country. I don't know. Maybe Sweden. I don't know. I'm just throwing out a random European country. But the commercial is like there's like a dad and like a little kid, and they're in a grocery store, and the kid's just throwing an absolute fit. And at the end or something like that, it just says like wear protection. It's like a condom commercial. I was like, oh my god, that's funnier than hell.
Yeah, Well,
it's
I mean,
like if you look up like YouTube, you do like band commercials or something like that. That's usually one of like the first one that pops up. It's funnier than hell. It's like
Well, it's true. I mean, that works. I mean, that's essentially the message.
Wrap it up.
Yeah.
Wrap it up.
Exactly. Yeah. So but we have our own weird commercials, like the Old Spice commercials. It's just ridiculous.
Well, I think they just kind of, I think they're trying to go for more of like your Family Guy or whatever humor, and probably more so like the Japanese commercials a little bit. I mean, I definitely think.
Well, I mean, it's definitely. I mean, if they want to get like the kids thing,
attention,
you got to be silly and ridiculous.
You got to like move in like 3 seconds because kids' attention span nowadays sucks.
Yeah, you got to have the person yelling and then weird
kids,
things happen.
What's going on? I'm on a horse, but I'm backwards and my arms are too long. And just like, whoa, what?
Yeah.
I'm eating a taco upside down while I shower, and the kids are like just like mesmerized. And then next time they're at the store, they're not throwing Oreos in the basket. Guess what? They're throwing Old Spice body wash. Yeah.
I want to be like that guy.
Yeah, man. You know, just fucking ironically crazy random things happen to you every second.
It's ridiculous how good like these ad agencies are. Like they just know, like, because it's all human psychology.
Sure.
It's what it is. It's not like trying to be witty or stuff. Anything. It's anymore. It's all about human psychology. It's
I don't know. I
crazy.
still
like everything
think like the
is.
witty ones are probably a bit better.
Well, I mean but it still plays off of it. But
That psychology one we just saw that.
So you say you
Asian
like them
one.
more, but then you go buy Old Spice.
Well, I mean, my brother buys Old Spice. I buy. Yeah, you know what? The one I get is Old Spice.
See?
Son of
And
a bitch.
And there you go. So
It's
like,
the
all
it's
right,
the it's the
screw
red
your
body
witty
wash. It's the
Yeah.
red body wash.
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
like-
that. It's not that other ones. But
You
yeah,
may-
you know
yeah.
what? As a matter of fact, I do.
Because it's like you may like your.
My girl loves
fancy
the way that
Pringles,
smells.
but-
I mean, I gotta wear that shit.
So it's like there you go. So it worked.
Oh my God.
Human psychology.
It did
your
work.
ass.
yeah, she's also brainwashed from the.
I know.
commercials as
I
well.
know. Tell me about it.
Like
See?
it
They're
smells
brainwashing her to love the way it
Yeah,
smells.
it smells no different than any other.
I know.
soap
I don't.
out
I
there.
don't know what. I don't like the way it smells. I just wear it because she likes it.
So yeah, that's the thing. It's all about that the connection in your brain. Once it's made, it's like over with. You can't change it. It's just-
That's crazy that we have freaking agencies of retarded people out in the
I was
world
gonna say-
that are commanding us to buy this kind of shit. Oh my
People
God.
say we're so smart, but it's like they've found out we're quite predictable.
Yeah,
It's-
yeah.
We are easily we
Just
can be
like what
manipulated.
was that kayak commercial where the dude's like in that dude's brain and he's typing, he's just
Yeah.
like in there poking away.
Yeah, it's
After you know how to pull some strings.
it's cool that we know that, but it's also sad because we're getting brainwashed and manipulated by all these different
All the
companies.
This is people going to school right now to figure out how the fuck to make us buy this stupid shit we don't
Oh,
probably
there's all
need or
sorts of
want.
stuff.
Oh yeah, it's a big deal. I mean, it's money on the table. So why will they not try to manipulate us as much as possible to get our money? I mean,
Well, it's like you look at that, like like the free to play games and stuff like that, like your Facebook games. Right there,
Yeah,
you go. That's all it is.
that's-
That's
they-
how they're quote unquote
That
free.
stuff is so awful. I hate
Oh,
those
yeah.
games.
And yet
I
you
hate
keep
those
playing
games.
it.
I don't play any of those Facebook games. I hate Candy Crush.
yeah,
I
but
hate anybody who sends me Clash of Clans fucking invites. Stop doing it.
but it's the thing. It's free to play. Oh, it's free to play. Might as well get it. Oh, I can just buy more lives for 15 cents or $1.
Yeah, like $2. I can buy more money so that I can finish growing my village.
Yeah, exactly. And it's
Next
like
thing you know,
it's-
you're in like $50 with like
it's-
3 villages.
it's those microtransactions. Like
And you have to like be on it every day because some other fucking head will come and try to like raid your village while you're not playing.
yeah, it's the richest guy wins.
And then you got to start all over again.
Yeah, it's pretty much it.
I
And
hate those.
it's those microtransactions. Like, oh, it's just this. But after, and then you get those stories where like the kids have purchased like $1,000 worth of stuff for
Yeah.
a game on their parents' account, and they're just and. I think they've gotten like they sued
They've
like
done
the-
lawsuits and stuff for
and
saying
actually
parental
won.
protection, blah blah blah. Some people have won, other people's haven't. It
Yeah.
depends on. There's case by case. Well, that's like the Steam effect. I mean, that's one of
Yeah, the sales.
I've fallen more for the Steam. I mean, like free to play games. I mean, like I bought some stuff in League of Legends, but that's because I spent like 2 years on a game, and I maybe $50 to $100 for 2 years worth of playing. You're like, okay, that's fine. That's actually like, it's just like paying for a normal game.
Yeah.
But yeah, Steam. I mean, you get the Steam sales, and you go, "Ooh, that's a game I may play eventually." And you're like, "Oh, it's
It's only
$2. All right, $2." And then
Yeah.
you go 2 years later, and you look at it, you go, "Wait, I bought this game? When the hell did I buy this
Yeah, you
game?"
go through your purchases and
And you
it's
just
just
go, "Oh
like
shit!
page
Now
after
I have
page.
100 of these
Yeah,
$2 games."
And you realize that like every month it reloads like for $12.
Well, I mean, it's just you just
Like
you're just like
there
"Ah."
are subscription ones out there that's how they get you too. It's like free for 90 days, but if you don't cancel it
It
before
charges
that,
you.
it,
Although when I
it
had my
starts charging you.
iPad, I got onto like that the bookstore that they have on there. I started going and getting like my Photoshop magazines, the web designer magazines. A lot of them were really easy just to set up and purchase right there. And they're, it's like $9, maybe $7 to $12 per magazine. So I'm buying each one, and I guess somewhere along one of those orders, I had a selection whether or not I'd like to subscribe to it, and in the haste to read through the magazine, I'm just clicking through like okay to green and shit.
Yeah.
So come to find out that every month they're charging me like almost $20 for these digital magazine. Then I had all these things on my iPad I didn't even know I had.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, and also like whenever you install programs and stuff, they always have that one checked box that's like pre-checked already.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, you also want to download this, this, and this.
You
Yeah.
want to download Norton antivirus?
like-
No, I do not.
Yeah.
Damn it.
wanna-
No, I just want Flash. Damn
Yeah,
it.
it's like you always go to the advanced installation just to uncheck all that. Like, never just
like-
go for the recommended one
Yeah,
because
like, no, I
that's
don't
where they
want
get
all
you
that
to.
crap.
You have like freaking Mac cleaner.
I know, yeah. It's just all these different programs that are essentially just like, well, what is it called? It's not spyware. It's
Adware.
adware. That's what it's called. Yeah, where they
Adware.
add
Like
it
all
on
the
to the
extra
software.
crap you get when you buy a new computer. That's why I hate buying computers from
Mm-hmm.
like Best Buy and stuff. It's not necessarily, like the computers themselves are fine. It's all the extra shit that the manufacturers put on.
Yeah, I bought
I
a.
mean, they do that so they can cut cost. I mean, it's just basically advertisement is what
Yeah.
it is, and you're just like,
And yeah, then you have
and
to.
Best Buy's like, oh, well, you pay us $50, $100, and we'll get rid of all that crap for you. Where you're
Yeah.
like, it's like out of all the extra crap that Best Buy offers, I think that's the one thing that might be worth it to some people. I mean, because it could take
Yeah,
a
I
couple hours to go through and take all that shit off.
Yeah.
So it's like, if I just don't want to do it, just let some other guy do it. You're like, all right, there you go.
Yeah, no, I would probably. Yeah, I guess I would do that too because I bought a computer off of Amazon and it came with all this programs that I never use.
Crap.
So, yeah, but I just leave it on there just because I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm not hurting for space or anything.
Oh, I know, but so just for me,
But
it's
still,
just one
yeah.
of those of it. Just I hate, when I get, if I buy a new pre-built computer, you just look and your entire desktop is covered with all these like weird apps and stuff that you're never going to use, and you're like, well, I don't want these. And you just slowly get rid of them all.
Yeah, that's
And you look through your program files and you're like, damn it, there's like 100 of these stupid things. You're like,
yeah.
"Oh, all right, let's get knocking them out.
yeah, get uninstall. Oh, I have to restart now. Dang it.
Yeah.
Then uninstall again. But as far as the topics, that's really all we got. So I guess just before we end, we have probably around 10 minutes or so. We thought it would be a good idea to do let's.
I was looking through some of
We
them.
looked online for like random word generators, and we thought it'd be cool to see if we can get any cool kind of topics on there.
We can't just keep clicking it over and over again until we get one that we like. That's kind of defeats the entire purpose of it.
We won't do that from now on. Okay. Oh, I guess we're doing it. Okay.
Yeah, see,
There you go. This one's for Fisher.
The Geneva Convention. Well, do you not know what that is? It's essentially the
like world peace.
It's
probably.
saying that they can't
Like
torture.
war,
Yeah.
war crimes.
Yeah, they go
stuff
through.
Like
That reminds me. There's this movie where like it's like the first movie that showed like an airplane shooting civilians on the ground, and like it was like a huge deal. It was like back in like black and white movies, and it's like the even in the thing, it's like that's against the Geneva Conventions or something like that, like in the actual movie. And I was like, oh, okay, I didn't know. I wonder what all there is, like if it's all just like common sense, like no torture, no chemical warfare and stuff like that. What other things are in the Geneva Conventions? Like if there's any like weird
well, I mean,
stuff.
definitely. I mean, it's rules on if you're
A
invading
series
other people.
of treaties in the treatment of civilians, prisoners of war, and soldiers who are otherwise rendered hors d'oeuvres of combat or incapable of fighting. So just to be sure that there's a civil way of dealing with people you've captured.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically saying if you totally destroy another country, you cannot just like torture, tear them apart. The idea is you're supposed to, not necessarily take care of them, but also don't just,
treat them civilly, but not.
Just go. All right, we'll stick you in this
no
little
cruel and
camp
unusual
or whatever,
punishment,
and then
essentially.
we'll figure out what to do with you later.
I wonder if there's like you must provide shoes, or if it's like that specific, or if there's anything weird like socks must be 5 millimeters thick. Or
I think it's more
ridiculous.
like ensure socks are presented. I guess maybe not like.
Well, it's like don't give them wet willies or something. Something ridiculous like that. I wonder if there's
that's actually okay. That's actually recommended.
Yeah, that's actually.
Do not prod
you
them with
lost
any.
the war.
I got your nose. I got your nose. Give me my nose.
No, why? This is awful torture.
I wonder if I'm sure on the internet there's everything. Like list of the top 10 weird Geneva Conventions.
Oh, I mean, there's all sorts of weird laws and stuff.
You always see that. It's like, oh, you can't spit in Oregon. Like that's the
On like a Sunday at like 4:00 in the afternoon, if it's the third Thursday.
Yeah,
of
so
the
it's like
year or something weird that.
laws. Yeah, you always see.
And you're like, why? Why? It's those weird laws. You're like, why is this a law?
Or
what? You're like, who did something stupid to make this a law?
Like there was
Who
actually
the hell was the reason
a
for
committee that had to vote for this law. Like it had like
this? You hear stuff like no pigs in like bathtubs and stuff like that. You're like, what? Why? Or, I mean, both. I guess if you have like a indoor pig or whatever, yeah, you'd probably stick it in the bathtub. But you just hear weird stuff like that, like no.
It's like locked doors. We need to wash Wilbur.
Yeah, it's like stuff like that. It's like
don't. What's going on in there? It's like officer, nothing. Where's your pig? It's like he's not in the bathroom. Well, I'm gonna check that bathroom.
There's just all sorts of weird ass laws, and it's like very specific things that you're like, who the hell got in trouble for this?
Mm-hmm.
What the hell did they do?
Anything else?
Well, nothing too funny in there.
Yeah,
What about Geneva
I was
Convention?
looking
it's
at
usually
funny Geneva Convention laws, but I couldn't find
It's,
that.
I don't think there's way too many weird laws in that.
Probably, yeah,
If
that's
you want
all.
to go weird laws, you gotta look like state by
How
state.
about Tom
basically.
Petty's childhood?
Well, that'd be funny if like
Let
Tom.
me click this
no,
again.
Oh no, I could
go.
I could talk about anything. Tom Petty. I wonder if like all his like songs are autobiographical. Like
Probably.
it's like he actually had a last dance with a girl named Mary Jane. He also was a refugee. What other? I can't think of any other songs.
Hold on,
by
let me
him.
look up some more.
Let's just look up like top 10 Tom Petty songs. What else did he do? There's Free Falling. He was actually he wrote that song while he was falling out of a plane.
I won't back down.
He never backs down.
Why not, Jimmy? Why doesn't he back down? What was
Chase
that?
after the
Because
women.
he's a refugee. Because he's an American.
You don't
girl.
know how it feels. Running down a dream.
Oh man, that was a tricky one.
Running down a dream.
Well, he was Freddy Krueger came by. And, American Girl,
Uh-huh.
Girl on LCD. LCD. Oh no, LSD.
LSD.
Oh,
Never-
LCD.
never-
LCD.
Good to be king when he was king. Remember
Yeah.
that? Yeah. We all remember the rule of Mr. Petty.
King Petty.
King Petty.
King Petty the Fourth.
Petty King.
The Petty King. He got. We shouldn't say that. This is actually being recorded. We get in trouble for saying things like that about the king.
Uh-oh. We better watch out, dude.
That'd be cool. Like if someone did.
I wonder
like
if he sounded like that ever since he was a kid. Could you imagine him
Yeah.
walking up to you as a kid and talking to you in that voice?
Yeah, like the nasal. He was nasally, right?
Yeah.
Running down a dream. The devil would send to me.
Say something like a kid would say. Come on,
What
like,
kids say.
like order some soda or like an ice cream cone or something.
Sir, can I have a pop?
Oh god.
I don't know.
Like a pop. What the hell's a pop?
Buy me some Old Spice.
Yeah, I need Old Spice.
Tricks are for me.
Tricks are for me.
That's what I got.
Tom Petty's childhood, folks.
Okay.
Specifications of your dream house, Fisher.
Okay. A dream house. What would if
I
you
would be
if you
boring. I would just have like a room with like a million,
like the best computer possible?
and that'd be it. I'd just be
It
like
would be a
bedroom.
giant computer I lived in.
I'd have a bedroom, like a living room, and then like a big giant room just full of like video games and like tech stuff. Like my house is boring. I don't want to
Yeah.
mansion.
Like
I'd
whenever,
make
no,
my
I
house
wouldn't.
a
I wouldn't.
nightmare.
Yeah, because if I had a
You'd have
mansion,
torture.
like, what the hell would I do?
Torture,
I'd,
genital
all right,
tortures.
I would have to find specific reasons for. If I had like 20 rooms in a house, I'd go. Well,
Yeah.
All right, shit. All right, one's my PlayStation room, one's my
But then that'd be
Nintendo room,
annoying.
and one's my computer room.
I would have like the best entertainment room possible. Like
D
I'd
Truckin just liked and retweeted to us also. What's up, man?
Thank you for that.
We're just going over the specifications of our dream house.
10 by 25.
Oh,
No.
next
Yeah,
next
real small.
topic.
No, but yeah.
Tom Cruise's religion.
Oh God!
Here we go.
Oh no.
I recently heard that he was trying to dump out of the Scientology stuff.
What after all the
Yeah,
dude,
because it's driving a wedge between him and his daughter.
Oh, you mean it's not driving a wedge between him and like everybody?
Yeah,
yeah.
It's like really
They
now.
said that
now?
he's like the highest order of fucking Scientology, so that like if he does get out of there, like the Scientologists will like always like harass him basically.
Well, yeah,
that sounds. It's
there's a documentary called Going Clear. That's HBO I think made or they released. But it says like the reason why a lot of people don't leave is because they go through these little like I forgot what they call them, like little sessions where they essentially spill all their secrets. So and they have files and files of all these people, of all their like darkest secrets that they don't want to be told. But
just make them up.
essentially, yeah, they could.
If you're stupid enough to tell them, it's like, well, all right, you're asking for that, then
Well, yeah. I mean, it's essentially
like answering spam.
It's essentially psychological, or
give us some
like
dirt on you that we
psychiatry.
might be able to use against you later.
They say it's like, tell us your secrets so you can unburden yourself, so you can clear your mind.
Oh, and they sit there and record it all. Like,
Yeah,
remember
they record
that
it
time
and
you
they
said
write it all down, and they have files. They probably have like a huge room of Tom Cruise's secrets. So like, if he ever really gets out, then they could. I don't think they've ever done it where they've released secrets, but there's that threat of it. Like,
that sucks.
So it's a scam. It is
but
a
still,
scam.
if you're stupid enough to give all your secrets, then you deserve it.
Yeah. And they paid them, like, and you have to pay them to be part of the religion, like to get like to the next level.
We're getting better. This one's for
Oh,
Fisher. Winston Churchill's attitude of Adolf Hitler.
Oh my God.
What's that movie?
Let's go through another
That
one.
movie. What was the King's Speech? Like, they had William Churchill, and he's all like, "This Hitler feller is gone crazy."
Pretty much. I mean, yeah. I mean,
We should do this one.
Old movies that rock. I just recently.
The Rock? No.
The Rock was a good movie.
That's a lot of people's like only Nicolas Cage movie that they liked.
Yeah, that kind of is. And it's only because he's got Sean Connery in it, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that
I guess Nicolas Cage was it. I always remember for Sean Connery. That's who I remember. It's been so
Yeah.
long since I've seen that movie because that was what mid-90s or something like that.
Can y'all
long
do
as
a Sean Connery impression?
No.
Suck it, Trebek.
You're the man now. You're the man now,
Suck
dog.
it, Trebek. Yeah, dude. That's my
Your
favorite
mother.
Sean Connery. Yeah.
It's an impersonation of an impersonation of Sean Connery.
Yeah. That's not what your mother said last night.
Jap anus relations. That's Jap.
Famous relations.
That's Jap U.S. relations. It's not what your mother said, Trebek.
That's not what, yeah, dude. That's my favorite
That's so
freaking
good.
Sean Connery. Well, I know that's not him, but
That's yeah.
All right. All right. Going science on y'all. How cell tissue forms.
I believe like after you eat certain tissues,
That you just pull it out of a box, right?
Box of Kleenex.
and
You
then
eat some
the
Kleenex.
tissue. The next one just comes up.
I mean, we can go scientific and sit there and go through how it, it just divides.
Yeah, it just
It's
divides,
sorry,
like-
boring scientific.
here's a
it's-
good one. Native dishes of the Philippines, you guys.
Oh, jeez.
I
I have no idea.
We're on a
I'm
random
assuming
topic,
like
Jenny.
They make,
Chinese
like,
food,
The
Asian
little
food. What is it
sandwiches,
called?
the banh mi's, is that from Philippines or where are those from?
I don't think I've ever
know.
had-
There's some sort of Asian. Like
I'm sure they have like lemon chicken, right?
I have no.
Sure, they have like all the normal stuff
love
like
lemon
chicken.
chicken.
They have chicken.
All right, let's keep going. The anatomy of nude art.
Autonomy. Of
Whatever.
nude art.
Oh, autonomy.
That doesn't make sense.
Your
I don't-
eunometry. Never mind. Let's skip this one.
Yeah,
too.
Patrick doesn't know what the word is.
Owning your own car rental. What does that mean?
Never buy a car rental. Like, you never buy a rental car. Like, that's the word.
Well,
People.
I don't think it. I'm not sure. Yeah,
Is
that's
that
kind of
talking
weird.
about-
I don't know
Hey,
if they're
who do
talking
y'all
about
think of the
actual-
top 5 popes are?
You're going too fast. We have things to talk about for these things.
All right,
Top
all right.
5 popes. I only know 2. No, 3. I guess
Yeah.
the one that
John
resigned.
Paul,
John Paul,
Benedict.
Benedict, and
Francis.
Francis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I guess.
Francis.
Well, no, there's a funny story about a pope.
Let's do it in Tom Petty's. Do it in Tom Petty's
Like
voice.
a pope, a king, and a poor guy
Walking
walking to a bar.
The bartender says, "What is this? A joke?"
Yes.
Yes, it is. All right, done.
No, but the thing is, one of the popes, like one pope got like died, and then the next
Got
pope
died.
Yeah, he got the
He got the
serious
dead.
disease of dead.
Came down with a big,
he had an
big
over-
Found a
case
cure
of
for
dead.
yet? I mean,
You have an overdose of life.
Oh no!
it's like, yeah, we need to find a cure for that, man.
I know.
How
Come
can we
on,
not- Why
science.
can we not cure dead yet?
I know. Gee whiz!
But the next pope, like,
we can fucking live in the Matrix and we can't cure death.
dug the last pope up and like put his dead body on trial. So like he had a dead pope up on like a witness stand, and the guy was like, "Why did you do this? Why did you do this?" And he's like, "See, he's quiet. That means he's hiding something." And they actually like made the last pope not a pope anymore. Like after the trial, like they actually put a dead
This is
guy
a
up
joke?
trial. No, it actually happened in life.
Like back in the day, I'm assuming.
Yeah, like 3 years ago at least.
3 years ago.
Wait, what?
Jimmy?
At least. Oh, he said at least.
You
So.
said at
say that
least.
a pope went and dug up another pope.
Well, like,
So the
Probably
only
not-
2 popes alive is Francis and Benedict. So one of them had to dig somebody up a few
they
years
dug
ago.
up John Paul
Oh,
and put him on
shit.
trial, Judge Judy.
It's funny
Oh,
you say that,
shit.
and that sounds stupid, but that could happen. and
All
it
All right,
sounds
let's get off.
like it could happen.
Favorite video game platform as a kid. This is a good one.
Okay. Well, my first one was PlayStation.
Really?
So I played. My brother had NES and a Sega Genesis, or a Super Nintendo, he had a Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and a Genesis. But my first one was PlayStation.
Okay,
so that was my
we're
favorite.
saying kid. What age do you think your childhood kid stops? Like, is it like 10, 11, or 13?
As a kid, no, I'd say like
because if we do before teens, like all I had really was Super Nintendo. I mean,
Super
N64
Nintendo?
came out, and Super Nintendo.
Okay, so like 18 and under. Then we'll do that.
18 and
Yeah.
under, PlayStation 2
yeah, I would.
is my favorite, and then Super Nintendo, and then like all the Game Boys after that.
Game
I think.
Boys,
I
dude.
think definitely
Okay,
Game Boys
I
is
did.
definitely easily top 5. I mean, like I'm talking like all of them. This is like Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, 3DS. I kind of clumped them all into one.
Yeah,
So, I mean, yeah, they're different iterations, but they're still the same damn thing. When you
Yeah.
look at it in grand scheme of things.
Okay, I did have a Game Boy, so I guess that was maybe before I had a PlayStation. But I'd say as like a console, I'd say PlayStation was my first one. First like social one was Xbox, because
I
that's
still
one with
really
where
haven't
my
played
friends
online
played
as
Xbox.
much as I'd like to.
Well, it was really just my friends going over to my friends and playing Halo split screen
Yeah.
on the one Halo on the one Xbox.
Because most of my, like at 64, I used to play with friends and stuff, and that was the 4-screen co-op or
Golden
whatever.
Eye or whatever.
And, you screen lift, you
Yeah.
bastard.
Yeah.
That kind of crap. We did
Yep.
a lot of that.
Yep.
And then when I got older and actually had money to buy stuff, it started going into more of the LAN parties to bring your computers, and because it's I always liked playing computer games and LAN parties and stuff because you can get on a headset and you can yell at each other from I could be in San Antonio, they could be in Austin, but there's just that little extra thing of sitting there being able to one friend's in one room and you're in the other and you can yell at them from there.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
you son of a bitch. That's there's always that little extra added thing of being able to yell at them directly.
That's somebody directly, yeah, dude.
And they always have like the after you play a game or whatever, everybody talks and it goes, "What the hell happened?" We're like, "Let's not do whatever the hell we did that game again." It's like it obviously doesn't work.
Yeah, I had that with Halo. That's
Yeah.
Xbox. Xbox, I'd say, is the first like social console, really, and then PlayStation. I just played that all the time when I was a kid.
I guess I kind of went through like the whole transaction of the whole like evolution of video game consoles. Now that I think about it,
you kind of went through them all.
Yeah.
I never owned an N64. What else did I have? My friends had a Wii. Like my roommates had Wii, so I guess I kind of had those, but I never had a
The
GameCube.
Wii was okay. That's probably one of the few consoles that I actually like. I'm just upset with it. It just didn't. It didn't impress me. Like I kind of fell for the hype, and it was one of my favorite video game moments. I mean, I loved camping out overnight for it. I mean, that was definitely I loved sitting out there for a couple of UTSA students, and we were just sitting out front of a GameStop and
drinking.
no, we weren't drinking,
Oh.
but we were sitting there playing like Super Smash Brothers Melee,
cool,
and we
too.
watched Scrubs. I mean, and this is at like 3 a.m, and we just looked. Somebody new would come into the line. And we're like, all right, you are, I don't know, what are we on now, 6th? And it's like, okay, you're 6th in line. All right, come over here and let's play some Super Smash Brothers. It was fun. It was a real fun night. I mean, it's learn to get really cold at like 4 a.m. if you're outside.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It gets
so-
really cold, and you're like, well,
Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say PlayStation as a kid would be my favorite.
because
Like, I played
PlayStation
it all.
2 definitely for me. And Super
When-
Well, I
Nintendo.
grew up. I was let's see. I started off with like an Intellivision, man, and then
Oh, I
the
never
next
had
thing I had was the Nintendo 6. My cousin had an Intellivision, and I got a Nintendo. I played the hell out of that, and I had a friend that had a Sega, the regular Sega. Got into that one, but I still always on my Nintendo. Got a Sega Genesis, got onto that. Graduated over to that sucker. Played a couple Neo Geo games.
Never had
Got
one
a
of those.
Nintendo, but then like I said, between the Nintendo and like the Super Nintendo and then the PlayStation, when I was I think 16 or 17, that's what I got, which is my favorite as a kid growing up. Besides the Nintendo, besides the NES, is a PlayStation, because I think that's both ends. It's from 8-bit to like whatever the PlayStation was, and it was amazing. But I saw like all the evolution where it went through like the Neo Geo that was a fucking amazing system that just could not make a freaking console for to sell. You know, they were making shitty consoles. So I mean, nobody really picked that stuff up. And then like the Sega CD, the Dreamcast, you know, stuff like that, where they were just trying to figure out what the next, you know, thing was for it.
Well, because Dreamcast was so ahead of its time. It's one of those of it you know, it wasn't.
That's what I say about the Sega CD also.
Yeah.
You know, that stuff was like using movie quality graphics, you know, and I was like, wow, but it just didn't catch on because it didn't really look like a video game.
Yeah, did you? There's that one recent story. The guy found a prototype of the Nintendo PlayStation.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah,
we saw that
actual
photo.
working,
Yeah.
like the disc-based Nintendo or whatever.
Yeah, like-
and it says Sony on it, and you're like, it's really cool because it's like Sony and it has like the Nintendo logo.
Yeah,
on
and
it.
it's
You're
like
that's cool.
it's a Nintendo controller and everything.
And of
that
course
guy
they went with friggin' Philips, and so
Yeah.
they said, "Screw you guys, we're making the PlayStation."
Yeah,
and now we're
history,
Now
yeah,
they're
that's-
destroying Nintendo.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that guy.
Should have taken the offer.
That guy just found it like in his attic or something, right? Or
Maybe.
like
I don't
a
remember.
storage unit,
Yeah. I
like
have
something
no idea.
ridiculous.
Because the pictures of it are cool. Definitely, I was like,
Like
wow,
a Super
that's-
Nintendo PlayStation hybrid.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it was weird. I mean, it looked like a Famicom, or you know, I guess it'd probably be the Japanese version. So it was more like a Famicom, and then it just had like a disc drive. You know, so it kind of looked like a weird hybrid between the first PlayStation
crazy.
and
That's
Nintendo system.
that's
It was really
video
cool.
game history because you always heard that legend, like, oh, Nintendo contracted Sony to make it, but then they backed out of the deal or something happened.
I
out
think
of the
that
deal.
Nintendo was the one who
Went with a different,
who decided to go with Philips instead.
and now there's an actual thing, like of that time. That's
Yeah,
pretty
I mean,
cool.
it's like, you know,
That's
we all knew it was
crazy.
real, but you're like, here's the thing that they developed. You're like, that's awesome.
Yeah,
You're
'cause
like,
I-
whoa.
I
It's
nev-
like, it definitely for sure. It's like, yes, this really did happen.
Always heard that story. I never saw any pictures of it, so that's cool. To
Well, I need to
actually
get what PlayStation are they on now?
Four.
see.
I gotta get me something like that. And the Xbox, which one's out now? What's the
Xbox
latest?
One.
Or it's
One.
Xbox One, yes.
But it's like the fourth one.
It's the
Third.
so naturally they go
Xbox,
Xbox
360,
and then
Xbox
one.
Ah, okay.
Like, you know how numbers work.
and next
Yeah,
will be like
you know.
Xbox 10.4 or
Yeah,
something
X
like that.
Backslash
Or the-
F49er.
Or they're just gonna go 2. I don't know what is there.
I have no idea.
That's what I would think. That's what they should do. Just go with
Or
two.
they may just go
next
with
one.
Xbox again. Just be like Xbox.
Yeah, they're going
Xbox
back, they
180.
go backwards and forwards.
Xbox 180.
That was the
Well,
the
that
thing.
was the
like,
joke that everybody was making with the Xbox, is they wanted it to be, before they gave it a name, they went Xbox 180 because Microsoft had a whole bunch of policies that pissed a lot of people off. And that's part of the reason why PlayStation 4 is doing so well, is because they came in and they're like, Microsoft's being idiots. We're just going to, like, everything that they're saying, we're just going to say it, but we're still probably going to do what we're saying we're not going to do. I mean, that's kind of now they're like, you know.
Yeah.
So it's
You
interesting.
want to do a couple more of these and then wrap it up?
Yeah, I
like
think
probably like one or two more.
yeah.
And then
All right,
we'll-
let's get one more. Let's see. Let's make it a good one. There we go.
All right, I got
Hold
a
on,
fun,
hold
I got
on, hold on.
amino
I
acids.
got a funny story about no.
Oh,
All right,
God.
hold on,
no
hold
idea.
on.
That's about
Amino acid.
There
and
we
the
go. Let's
sugar
do this one.
molecules.
faking happiness. This is my
Oh, that's what we're
This
all
is-
doing right now.
that's
What are
my
you talking
forte
about?
right now.
Faking happiness. You
faking
guys.
happiness.
Is that like faking an orgasm or something?
Yeah, I guess,
Same thing.
I guess to an extent, that's taking it far, but
I know. I just had to go there. Didn't I?
but faking. Well, it's kind of like that thing. It's like if you fake confidence long enough, you become confident. I guess that's the same thing.
No, I don't think happiness works like that.
No.
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 Like you can fake your way into a lot of stuff. I don't think you can fake your way into being happy.
Well,
Well, it depends on what
how do you
mean.
explain this?
I don't know.
Well, because faking happiness doesn't mean you have to be. You know,
Yeah.
is it, you know, are you pretending
Well,
to
I mean,
show that you're happy to other people? I mean, you
it's-
know, it depends
it's-
on what you mean.
It's
you know?
like comedians. Like,
yeah, but I'm just
like
saying
you
that
always
as
hear
like-
about like comedians that are like always happy and jolly, but in their personal lives they're always depressed.
like
So-
any kind of comedians in particular.
Robin Williams. I mean,
I mean,
that's a big.
who I mean.
Like
obviously.
you always hear like Chris Farley. They always have like these like
Dark sides.
dark sides. Like you picture them as like the happy, crazy, funny person, but in their real lives it's like that.
Sitting alone at home,
So
burning
I guess
heroin.
it's not the same as confidence because.
Because I could fake be confident all day, you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
well,
But-
that's- yeah.
but I can't fake be happy all day after. I'm just like, fuck, all right,
Like,
never mind.
Isn't it like everybody's faking that they're confident? Like everyone's insecure. Like no one's like completely.
I
confident.
usually don't really care. So I mean,
Well,
I
I
guess
mean-
apathetic towards that kind of stuff. It really, doesn't put you on the.
I'd say to a point. I think everyone kind of is always always in their back of their mind. It's like that person's judging me. Well, maybe it's just me. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's just you.
We
I think
always do. What are you talking
I've already
about?
accepted the fact people judge each other.
But
So yeah, you gotta
the thing
get
is,
past
it doesn't matter because everyone's doing that. So everyone
yeah.
thinks that, and everyone's thinking about themselves. But most people think more about themselves than we think they do.
Okay, let's get into Jimmy's mind here. This is where we
Okay.
can fix you, dude.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go
Please.
for like the
I
ad
need it.
agency stuff.
I need it.
All you gotta do is like
Like
not
every time, like I walk
Stop.
into,
Buy Old
like
Spice.
just don't.
Buy Old
like,
Spice.
Just
That'll
whenever
help
you start to do that, don't.
like I need
Just
to walk into
stop.
that room. I
Nope.
know, don't walk
Nope,
into that
just
room.
don't.
Yeah.
But my job's in
But
that.
stop
Too bad.
and don't.
You don't
Just
even
stop
think-
and don't.
Like the thing is, like if people like laugh in a room, like in a conversational way, it's like, oh, they're laughing at me. God dang it.
Well, I mean, I've always been the opposite. I'm always like, oh, they're fucking laughing like idiots because they're probably retarded. And I look over and start like finding something to pick up about. When like, look at that stupid shirt that guy's wearing. He's a fuckhead. You
Yeah,
know?
and I'm always thinking, oh, they're talking about my shirt. Dang
But
it.
you see, that's what like I'm just saying. Like before I start thinking about it being on me, I'm like,
That's
I
my
put that
first
on them.
my first thing, and then I'm just like, no, that's ridiculous. They're
It's like-
talking about something else, obviously.
Yeah.
But my first thought is like, oh, they're laughing at me. Or
Well, I guess
something like
either
that.
way is kind of crazy. I guess we should kind of make like a medium part to between that because I'm kind of taking it to like, oh yeah, fuck them, and you're over here like, why?
F me.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, okay, so maybe there is a middle ground.
I don't know. It's we're all everyone's a bag of crazy. Like that's the thing. That's everyone's insecure. Well, I don't know.
We're all a little insane. There you go.
They're
Sleep
pretty
on.
much all insane, and you put
Last one,
A lot-
best moment of your life.
okay, best moment of my life. I don't know.
One moment in your life where it was just like everything was fucking perfect for like 1 second at least.
We were doing this this thing, episode 73 of Thinking Outside the Pod. Right now.
nice.
See, now you're faking happiness.
Tell me about it. Now he is faking happiness.
I told
This
you.
is what fake happiness
there's
looks like,
faking
folks.
happiness right there.
This is what fake happiness looks like. It looks like Jimmy.
Yep, it does.
Yep.
I am the poster child of faking happiness.
Yep. Smile, Jimmy. There we go. That's fake. All right, you guys.
But I don't know. I don't really. There's not been like huge.
Best moment of my life when I opened up the present when I was like 6, maybe 5 years old, and it was a Nintendo, the NES, the first one. I remember smiling so big I screamed for a while, and I went and hooked it up to like everything.
I remember.
It's like best moments.
I remember when I got the PlayStation.
Okay, wait, can I retract that? It was last November when I met my girlfriend, my beautiful girlfriend.
No, you.
That was the best moment of my
Now
life.
you're
sweetheart.
faking happiness.
No, I'm happy. I need to make her happy. Baby, that Nintendo meant nothing to me.
But Mom, if you could find that, I need that back.
No, I got it at home. I need a power source for it. I think it's good.
But I don't know. I don't really follow moments like that. I don't have really huge achievements. I mean, I graduated in high school and I got a degree from college and stuff. But
when I won that best website, best in show, that was a good moment for me. I had to leave because I was on break from here.
Mm-hmm.
So I went over there, and before my competition came up, I had to leave back to here. So I didn't know I won until like the Monday, the next weekend. The next Monday.
I mean, I was in high school. I was in TSA, and we did competitions. and stuff.
TSA.
The Technology Students
Oh, I was
Association.
like, you were in the TSA
Okay. So there were some competitions on there that I got first place and best
for
in show.
pat downs
But-
and taking everybody's time, making people take off
Exactly.
their shoes.
I told people to take off their shoes really quickly, and I won. But things like that were cool. But I wouldn't say that really is my. I like the present.
Dally Bob and D Trucking, you guys, thank y'all for tuning in.
Yeah, thank y'all.
Thank you for everybody who's tuning in. There's 4 people here now. So
Make sure you follow us. So next Sunday you'll see us then.
next Sunday about the same time, we'll be talking about some different weird shit.
Yeah,
Who knows,
recent stuff. But that's gonna be our episode 73.
73.
Follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, rate and comment on rate and comment on iTunes and Stitcher. That helps us a lot. But that's about it. We'll see
NATO
you.
countries you hate.
That's
Japan.
The worst
Boom.
ways to die.
But yeah, that's gonna be our episode. You'll see us
see you guys
next Monday.
week.